We are?
Oh,
One, two. All right, everyone. External, we are good to go. 100%, right, buddy? All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to Team FeaR presents the Steel Series Showcase. And today we are going to have a pretty good matchup here. It's going to be Team D2K taking on Team FeaR. And joining with me in this digital commentating booth that we call life is going to be my buddy External, my Hispanic brother from another mother, as well as LA Snuggy, a pretty prominent YouTuber. Been checking out his stuff. I actually kind of like it, and I don't like a lot of YouTuber stuff. So LA Snuggy, let's start with you since External was here last week. No one really cared. I'm kidding. But Snuggy, how you doing, buddy?
hey, what is up, everybody? It's the mythological legend himself.
The mythological legend. That's a way to introduce yourself, man. You just
Go
break
big,
it down. Yeah, go big or go home, right? I respect the hustle. Awesome. All right. Well, we are going to have a great matchup here. We were supposed to start live at 9, but Moho had to go out and, I guess do some like pre-game, meditation. Who knows what it is? But any case, though, we are going to have that one. Now, guys, the competition for this week, every week we're going to be giving away something awesome, and this week is no different. Competition is going to be, you have to go on the Team FeaR Facebook, so it's going to be www.facebook.com/FearGaming. You need to just enter a post into the Facebook page, and a winner will be chosen randomly, and it will be announced Tuesday, the 9th of October. And the question is, only one team defeated Team FeaR at the MLG event they won last year, MLG Raleigh. What was the name of that team? So whoever answers that question, if you know the answer, or you can cheat and just go to the FeaR Gaming Facebook and post up there and wait for someone else to answer. It's a randomly selected winner. So just throwing that out there. And the winner of last week's competition was Jose Pablo. So congratulations. He was contacted via Facebook as the winner of last week's Team FeaR giveaway. So that's pretty awesome. Congratulations, Jose Pablo. You are awesome. And without further ado, let's get this show on the road. External, let Papa APOC know what's good. And we're going to have this pretty good matchup here. I'm pretty excited. D2K versus Team FeaR, an all-girls team versus the squad of Moho, Sharp, I believe Ricky, and Assassin. So that's going to be a pretty good one. And Team D2K will consist of Serenity, Overreact, Sydney, and G-Dork. So that is that. And apparently some guy named Snaked is in here. Bless him. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, so Snuggy, let's talk about you. You're a YouTuber. How did you get into the scene?
Yeah.
What's it been like? Break it down.
Basically, I was sent down from the heavens, from the Game Battles Lords. No,
Okay.
I'm kidding. I started playing Game Battles in 2010, around there. And I've just been playing game battles for fun, and I eventually started making YouTube videos. And originally I started out as, kind of like, I guess the best way to describe it would be like a T. Martin game battles guy, giving tips and tricks and stuff. And then eventually I faded away from that and just started uploading stupid commentaries of funny stories and, just random stuff. It's all for fun. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome, man. Well, I mean, everyone has to start somewhere, of course. And that's actually pretty cool. I had a chance to check out your latest commentary where you try to bust out a rap, whatever the cool kids call it these days, a hip-hoppity rap-a-doo or whatever. I don't know. That was corny as hell. But yeah, I heard that, and I was like, man, I am not subscribing to this guy's channel. But then, you started actually doing a commentary, and it was really good. I'm just messing with you. But it was actually a really fun video. How long have you been doing the whole YouTube thing?
I think a year or two, maybe a little bit over a year. No, like 2 years. Yeah, like 2 years. It's been a while. I've definitely been doing it for a while.
That's awesome, man. I mean, well, I definitely wish you the best of luck with all that stuff. YouTube's not easy at all. I'm actually breaking into it myself, and it's been a pretty fun experience thus far. I'm like inconsistent since I'm like moving to San Francisco. There's not much I can really do right now, but there's obviously room for improvement there. So guys, once again, just want to throw this out here. If you haven't had a chance to go to the Steel Series website, you can check out all the awesome stuff the Steel Series is going to be providing. This week, we're going to be giving away a Steel Series 7H headset, which actually I gave away when I was sponsored by Red Baron. Steel Series had sponsored that whole thing as well, and I actually held a competition for the 7Hs, and I know that a few people were big fans of those headphones. So make sure you go ahead and check that out. On top of that, it's October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, SteelSeries has their pink Siberia V2 headset. Make sure you go ahead and check that out if you haven't yet. If you happen to be a guy who rocks pink and thinks he's swagalicious, go ahead and purchase that one. Swagalicious is corny as hell, but hey, I'm going to run with it. And in any case, so we are also going to have the Freedom to Play movement that they're having, mobile gaming enhanced, the new SteelSeries mobile gaming unit, which is pretty awesome. It's called the Free Mobile Wireless Controller. You can go ahead and check that out as well on SteelSeries.com. So that's pretty much all for the plugs right now. Let's go ahead and get this game on the road. External, where you at, brother?
And I'm just waiting on APOC, so I'm about to tell him right now we're ready to go.
All right, well, more than likely APOC is watching this. So, APOC, if you hear me, stop and get out of Bottom Burger, okay, and go and tell us to start this game. Darn it.
Just unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable behavior.
Complete blasphemy.
According to APOC, we're about to start up in the next minute or two.
All right. So, External, yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself for people who may not remember you from last week.
Hello, guys. As you know,
yes.
I'm External. I'm the media manager for FeaR. So I do all the media work, like listen-ins, yada yada stuff. I'm hopefully going to UMG Chicago to, take pictures and video of the team. That's hopefully my plan. Guys, I was on Collapse for like 6-7 months until I left. So that's me. So, alright, guys, It looks like we're gonna get into this first gameplay of CTF on Dome. Go ahead, go to board, take it away.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, well, let's go ahead and hop bottom squad here. That should be on Team D2K. Let's go ahead and see what they're going to be bringing to the table here. We'll hop on board with them as I'm going to be kicking it off with Serenity as she's going to go up top dome. I'm liking what she's doing here immediately off the spawn, throwing those grenades right inside, getting the call-outs right across, identifying that people are going to be coming down. But Serenity gets dropped by FeaR Ricky, and now we're going to have Overreact not being able to connect with those shots, spraying down the hallway. Might get hit. Oh, she does. And Assassin with a two-piece. Beautiful work there as Sydney's going to be watching the backside, waiting for Assassin to push out. Now, you play a lot of game battles, Snuggie. What's the strategy here? Dome is a very common map, obviously. A lot of people know how to play it, but do you have any unique ways to go about it, or do you feel the tried and true method is the best way to go?
If you want to be 100% honest, I don't even play CTF. I'm like an S&D guy, so...
Noob. Just a total noob.
I play Variant for fun, but I really honestly have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, so alright, so here we go. Since you have no idea what's going on, I will be more than happy to explain this. Assassin just got a crazy three-piece, and it seems like Moho's about to cap this flag. Basically, what they want to do is this. You want to put that pressure inside of the dome and want to continue to push out from the dock side, okay? And that's where you're just going to continue to run your flag. So basically, this is what FeaR is trying to do here. They're trying to continuously force a push through the docks and force the spawn for Team D2K to be by the big door. Now you're going to see here, Sydney's going to get cut off by Moho, and this is going to be another cap for Team FeaR. Hopefully I educated you in some way, somehow. That would be cool if I did.
Well, whenever I play this map, I always know that you're supposed to stick on the loading dock side.
Yeah.
That's where most of the action is.
Yeah, it's by far the safer side, but Sydney has some poor awareness there as she got taken out. She did not see the other guy, and a nade just flying in as Moho takes out Overreact, and G-Dork taking the flag right through the bottom. Now look at this here. I don't know if her teammates spawned down here because I couldn't see because of the... Yeah, okay, her teammates did spawn down there. That makes sense. As she takes the flag right through the tunnel. This was a smart play here to pull the flag away from the base and not force a 3-0, which is not something that you want to have here. But the problem is, though, where is her defense? Is she going to have her back watch? I don't think she does. So she's not in a good position here. But seems like OG Door going to make her way out. Never mind. Defending this tunnel seems to be the best thing to do. They're going to try and force their way into Dome. But I would just play it slow and safe at this time and try and see if you can get 2 down for Team FeaR. But I would say this much, though. It seems like Team FeaR is looking real prominent here, holding it down inside of the building, and Overreact and try and rotate around. Oh man, Overreact not able to do anything there as a flag has been returning. Cap making it 3-0. Team D2K not looking good here. Now, obviously, CTF is one of those game types where it's like very fast-paced, very intense game type. And S&D, you know, you can kind of take your time. Now, Snuggy, you said that S&D is more or less your game. What do you think separates that CTF mindset player from the S&D player? What, like, how would that affect things? Like, do you believe that teamwork is a big thing when it comes to search and destroy?
Well,
Can you one-man it? What do you think?
I think CTF is, I think it's well, both, you can't say both game types are like team based. You have to be have a good team and cooperation and stuff. But I think CTF, it really, you have to have the ability to like think fast, and like, I don't know if that makes any sense, but gunfights mean a lot also in CTF. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gunfight, you have to win your gunfights. They're vital in CTF.
No, by the way, I just want you to keep in mind what actually happened there. Assassin just tore house, and all 4 members of D2K are down at this time, and they spawned right by the docks. That's because Assassin was pushing up into the dome, and there was no one inside of, or anyone by like blue or moving down the dock street to be able to stop a spawn. But see, that would have been a great time for D2K to be able to capitalize and stop them from pulling the flag. But now the score is going to be 5-0. And here's the thing, though. You know, I have seen a lot of teams suffer when it comes to Dome CTF. It's just a very difficult game type. It's a very fast-paced game type. Sometimes teams thrive a little bit better when it comes to bootleg or arcaden. You know, it's just something that flows a little bit better. While Dome, on the other hand, so fast-paced that a lot of the top teams, they're very well versed in this particular game type. Now look at this here. Sydney just not able to do anything. Serenity getting dropped by Assassin. Assassin with a 2-piece with that PP90, and it seems like he found his groove here, as they are not going to pull the flag, but they're going to have about 18 seconds left on the clock at this time, and it's going to be 5-0 in favor of Team FeaR. Looking real solid in Dome, but do not count D2K out of this entire show match yet. Granted, some may count him out of this capture the flag game. That is more than understandable. 5-0 is a deficit that is very difficult to come back from. But bear in mind, S&D changes a lot of things, and we never know. We might see D2K thrive in Search and Destroy, because that seems to be the more popular thing in this game, Snuggy, which is that you know, Search and Destroy has been very, very popular. Why do you think that is? It's just because like the CTF maps are just like awful?
I honestly don't know, but I think, in my opinion, I know a lot of people may not agree with this. I think S&D is a lot. I'm not gonna say like easier to play, but you know, if you anyone can play. You know, you don't need to have like a top team to be like to play Variant. You have to have a lot of chemistry to be good at it, right? Like CTF and stuff. Whereas S&D, you really don't need as much chemistry, I don't think, as you would need in CTF. So I think that's why a lot of people play it.
Yeah, no, I do agree with you there in some respects. I mean, CTF we've seen to be the game type that, you know, if you know what you're doing, you're pretty much running a like by reaction. You're just going with the motions. While Search and Destroy is a game that is constantly evolving with every death and with every, you know, movement that you make as a player. So I can agree with you there for sure. But now, if you guys want to go to FeaR Ricky here real quick, you can see he kind of botched this one a little bit, but he might be able to get this kill. He had the spawn trap lovely inside of the tunnel here and was able to take out a few. Now he is going to be chasing, and wow, Ricky with a nice clean shot. And let's take a look at the scoreboard here, by the way, as Ricky and Assassin are beasting it right now, 23 and 20 apart, while Serenity is trying to hold it together for this team at 10 and 17. They're struggling a lot. You can clearly see it. But, you know, like we were mentioning before, it feels like Search and Destroy is just one of those game types that changes rounds. You know, I have seen in MLG competition when people would, you know, go up in that first CTF game, and then out of nowhere they'll lose that S&D game, and then they'll just lose every game after that because they just lost their momentum, they lost their motivation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guess that's just the nature of the game, you know, from time to time. And that was actually like that in the early rounds of MLG competition, like in the open bracket for domination. That was the game type that kind of changed momentum because, you know, you stood there for like 10 minutes. And by stood, I mean, yes, you literally stood there just getting your, you know, blasted by your opponent constantly, and it sucked. And you know, you'd be demotivated as much as possible. You lose all that motivation, you would just feel like completely out of it, and then that'll affect you into the next CTF game.
I think another thing about momentum, like as soon as like a team starts gaining momentum, I think the opposing team they start getting worried. And